Today it's going to be a very practical class, and it's just a summary of what we need all year round, no matter the season, no matter the constitution. But there's always a few things that can happen to us, and if we have those things handy, we can always manage to keep the balance and not let prevent to fall sick fully and completely. So we're going to see the green Ayurvedic First Aid Kit. As a start, the first thing we need to think about whenever we're going to fall sick, it's always going to start around the stomach. And around the stomach will be a lack of appetite, a kind of tiredness or a kind of lethargy, fatigue, and also you wake up in the morning and you don't have like strong vitality or energy to do anything. So this has the beginning, the starting point in the stomach. When you start eating and you don't feel hungry, or you eat more than your capacity, your appetite or what your stomach can take, then you're going to start accumulating toxins after the digestion, and all these toxins either will go through the bloodstream and create some congestion in any areas where you have maybe a little weakness from birth or lately with the age. But all these will start manifesting some symptoms that for now you don't call it a disease. But you feel tired, or you don't feel well, but you don't really know where to put it, how to express it. And for sure, you go back to your stomach and you eat when you eat something that the stomach has trouble to digest. So every time the digestive power or agni reduces, that's the open door for the disease or the imbalance to occur. So we're going to make sure we keep that agni strong. When agni is strong, the immunity, the strength, and the vitality are strong. So first, a lack of appetite. I don't feel hungry, but I need to eat because I'm burning calories, I'm working physically, I'm working also mentally. I need to have some energy to burn, but my body doesn't feel hungry. We can open the appetite with a teaspoon of honey. That's a good appetizer. Or like we saw already, we can use some little bit of lemon juice and salt. But honey is one ingredient that will help to increase the appetite. And turmeric to prevent any inflammation. If the food stays for too long in the stomach or in the digestive tract, it might create erosions or inflammation. So to prevent it, we use the turmeric. The ginger, turmeric, black pepper is a good one to help to relieve the heaviness and to create some mucus. We can use also the cumin seeds. So cumin seeds will always help you whenever you have a Vata issue of the air has trouble to go down. There's one word called anuloman, which is a downward movement, and that helps one of the subtypes of Vata, Apana. So when we take a tea of cumin seeds, for people who have some kind of retention or constipation, that will help to ease the bowel movement or to ease the flatulence also to come out. So whenever you feel bloated and with gas trapped in your digestive tract, think of taking a cumin seed tea. Here will be all for the kind of first with asafoetida, it will always be good for the Vata people. Asafoetida is one of the resin that helps to prevent any gas formation. So whenever we cook legumes, we can always add a pinch of hing or asafoetida that will prevent later on to have gas. And for Vata people, it's always very good. It has a garlic taste, so we don't want to put too much, otherwise it can spoil the dish. But Vata people do very well with ing. Baking soda would be for the Pitta people, for example, or for Kapha people that have lots of heartburns, acidity in the stomach. When the digestion becomes heavy, there is a tendency for the food to stay longer in the stomach, and with the juices that are supposed to shred into small pieces the food, then some inflammation can come if the food doesn't go down fast enough. So whenever there is acidity and heartburns, we can use baking soda with a little bit of lemon in a glass of water, and we take it in the morning, or we can take it before the meal. So if it's before the meal, we don't want to dilute also the enzyme, so we don't take too much. We just take half a glass. And we have the other one also for acidity. We saw that there are two types of acidity. The acidity that comes before, and when we eat something, then we feel better, the acidity is relieved, or the post-digestive acidity, which comes during the body is digesting. So baking soda is good for both of them, preventing the acidity pre-digestion and post-digestion also. But fennel seeds would be good mostly for the acidity after food. So whenever you feel 2 or 3 hours after eating that you have some kind of heaviness and acidity, heartburns, or burning sensation in the esophagus, you can take a few fennel seeds in your hand and chew them, or you can put 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds in a glass of water, you leave it for a few minutes, and that will be the water you'll drink in the afternoon. So that will prevent the gas formation, bloating, and also the acidity and heartburns. Many people have some issues and trouble also with the gallbladder. Either they have some sandy material in the gallbladder, or little stones, or whenever they eat something too greasy or oily or a little bit too heavy, they feel in the liver area just a quick pinch, and that's the gallbladder also that is releasing the bile for the digestion, but doesn't have a smooth movement. So to help this movement, we can help the gallbladder with apple cider vinegar. The apples for gallbladder and for the liver, it's very good, because the acid that is in the apple has a very good property to make the bile a little bit more liquid, to make it a little bit more fluid. So it will help the gallbladder also to release the bile whenever it's needed, whenever the meal was a little bit heavier. So this you know you're going to have a heavy meal, or you know you're going to eat deep fried food. You can ease or help your gallbladder just before food by taking half teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in a little bit of water. It could be also half a glass of water, and you drink that, and then you start eating. You don't wait for too long to have this apple cider vinegar in your stomach, because otherwise you're going to faint maybe, or not feel good. So it's really the first thing that comes into the stomach, and straight after I can eat. And again, it's all about experience. We experience those things in the stomach. For me, I know that I can't take apple cider vinegar on its own and wait for 15-20 minutes until maybe it gets absorbed and all. No, because it really burns the stomach. So we try. Now for all the common cold, cough, flu, or even allergies, when we look at Kapha more in details, we can see that cold, cough, and flu and allergies also are related to Kapha, because of the stickiness, heaviness, dullness, stagnation that create congestion in the body. So whenever we have any cold, cough, or flu, we're going to help the body by reducing Kapha. So all these ingredients are good to make Kapha, again, at the proper level. Honey, because it has a property of heating the body, creates heat, and also the taste is astringent. Astringent absorbs the excess of moisture or reduces the formation of phlegm or mucus. All the plants that also have a warming effect when we take them like a herbal tea, and especially for the respiratory tract, Tulsi is the best plant we can find. So we can eat a few leaves of Tulsi, we can make tea of Tulsi, and we can also take it dry and burn it and inhale the fume to open the congestion, to open the sinuses of congestion. So neem and Tulsi, very good also for the congestion to open, same as eucalyptus. Then we're going to help also the immunity to stay stronger while we have this cold and cough. So we're going to boost our body with vitamin C, either lemon. Lemon and Kapha are not so good friends, but we can add a little bit of ginger and a little bit of honey, and then Kapha will be happy. And it will gain strength from the lemon. And amla also. We can take amla juice or amla fruit or amla powder every day. Then if there is a lot of congestion or a lot of water production, we can help the nose and the throat if it's itchy, if it has a little bit of redness, and if it has lots of mucus that wants to come out. There are two brands of Ayurvedic formulas that really help to get rid of the mucus in the throat. The first one is Talis Patradi Vatakam. You will see in the, or maybe I write it on the board. Churnam or Vatakam?
What is Vatakam?
I've always assumed it was like a kind of layam, like it's not a powder. It's soft. It's mixed with jaggery, so it has also the granules of the jaggery. So Talis is bamboo. Talis patra D. Wayakam. So Talis is the bamboo. Patra, it's the cinnamon, and Adi, etc. So it has a mix of about 10 different plants that will help to extract or to expel the excess of mucus. And also we have Sito Paladi Churna. And Sito Paladi Churna, Sito means, or Sita means sugar. So this one is usually well accepted whenever you have itchy throat or sore throat also. It soothes a little bit the throat. And then in the nose we're going to put Anutailum. This famous Anutailum, or we can use mustard oil, but these two will help the nostrils to open and to get rid of the mucus of the nose. Whenever you have sinusitis, when you touch on the side of your nose or the frontal sinus also, whenever you have a little bit of pain, they are probably full. So you can put 2 drops or 1 drop of each in each nostril at night before going to bed. So during the night you won't accumulate more mucus in your nose. It will clear the sinuses. And also in the morning, just in case you still have congestion in the nose, then you can also put 1 or 2 drops in each nostril. Now all the burning sensations in the body. So either inflammations that are localized in areas of the body, or the common fevers. So the fever can be also something like a heat the body produces to get rid of some toxins. So in Ayurveda, fever, we don't see it as something bad or something we want to get rid of it instantly. We're always going to keep probably 2 or 3 days and observe this fever to see how it goes. So for a common fever, we're going to think about a fever of 38, 39 degree. And that gives body ache, pain in the joints and in the muscles, a lack of appetite. The appetite has dropped. Some sweating. And also, if it's Kapha related, we will have some chill and some coldness felt in the body. So whenever we have this kind of fever, we're just going to observe it for 2 or 3 days. And at the same time, we're going to help the body to get rid of those toxins that the body wants to burn. So the same as for inflammation, there are toxins that create trouble. So the toxins have gone out of the digestive tract, probably, and create inflammation in the joints, in the muscles, in all the itis, tendinitis, laryngitis, cystitis. They are all the itis also of inflammation that the body has to get rid of. So again, ginger, turmeric, black pepper is the best, because like when we look at this inflammation, the body has produced these toxins because of a lack of digestive power again. It was not capable of digesting a few things, and it created again this toxin. Whenever we have fever, we don't feel hungry. The capacity to eat has reduced a lot, and the same, instead of having the fire in the stomach or in the digestive tract that gives appetite or gives the wish to eat, the fire went outward and went to the limbs, went to the body. So what we want to create is bring it back to the stomach and also to increase the digestive power. As soon as digestive power is strong, then also our strength will come back. So ginger, turmeric, black pepper. We also have, like for the joints, especially when there is arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, tendinitis, all this inflammation from the skeleton, from the body. Fenugreek also has very good properties to consume, to eat, or to digest the toxins that create the inflammation. So we can have a mix of turmeric, ginger, and fenugreek. Another thing to help the joints, especially for the Kapha, the Vata people that have cracking joints and can have also some inflammation in the joints. Using olive oil and turmeric powder would be also of help, that just to lubricate the joints and to prevent the inflammation in the joints. So olive oil and turmeric powder. You can take this once a day. Yeah, you mix like internally. Yeah. You could take 1 big spoon of olive oil, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, a pinch of black pepper. You mix it and you take that in the morning. Another one that is good also for the cystitis or urinary tract infection that can happen also often in the summer if we are dehydrated and if we stayed in the sun for too long. So we can use coriander seeds. They are very good to calm down the heat in the body. So we take 1 big spoon of coriander seeds in 1 liter of water. We leave it for 15-20 minutes. We let the seeds soak in water, and then we start drinking without eating the seeds. room temperature. And whenever you feel that you have some burning sensation in the urinary tract, or it's a little bit painful, or you didn't drink enough during the day, take this and it will help. If you have the beginning of a urinary tract infection, it's good to drink at least 2 or 3 liters in a day. Whenever there is gingivitis or pain with the teeth, you can also use the cloves. You chew on it and it will have an aesthetic effect, like to numb the nerve. So it gives you time to run to the dentist and like without so much pain. So clove or the essential oil also, you put it on the gum or wherever the tooth is painful, and that will help to reduce the pain. And then just to finish here with the joints, there's another very good plant called shalaki, frankincense, that is used normally whenever there is arthritis and whenever there is the cartilage of the joints have started like becoming not as smooth. From the erosion, the cartilage has started growing again but making some indents. So it's not smooth anymore, so every time you're going to move the joint, it's going to be painful. So shalaki helps to reduce this pain in the joints. Nervous system, going to help to sleep at night. It's mostly for relaxing, for relaxing and also reducing the anxiety, reducing the worries, reducing the stress that prevents us from sleeping properly. Any emotions that triggers our peace and calm mind, we can use any bar flowers. There are 38 of them, and they all have a specific emotions that they help to deal with. So depending on your constitution, or depending on who you are, your personality, and what kind of activity you do, there's bound to have one bar flowers that can help you to feel better. The bar flowers are also very well known under the rescue remedy. It's part of the family. And rescue remedy, it's used more for the traumatic, like minor traumatic injuries, or whenever we feel under too much stress and we can't handle the situation, we take rescue remedy and a certain calm come back to us. So it can always be taken at night, rescue remedy. We can take a few drops under the tongue or in a little bit of water, 4 drops or 6 drops, or if we are really resistant in falling asleep, up to 12, but most of the time 4 would be more than enough. And to sleep also, we know that the valeriana is very good to help. In Sanskrit, it's called tagara. Tagara. So if in India you look for valeriana, tagara would be the one to use. And otherwise you can use also lavender, and lavender as aromatherapy. You can put 1 drop of lavender in a glass of water and drink, or you just put it on your pillow or in a little pouch of lavender flowers. That will also help your nervous system to feel a little bit more calm. Or if you take a shower at night, put the water in a bucket of water with some lavender essential oil and take a bath with that. Or you soak your feet with the lavender. You soak your feet for maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, and you will also feel more calm. Chamomile is a very good one also to calm the nervous system. In general, whenever there is lots of anxiety, stress, chamomile has a good soothing effect on the body. So we take it as chamomile tea, or it exists also in essential oil, and again 1 drop only in a glass of water, and you drink. And then an Ayurvedic plant that is always good to keep, and for the woman especially after menopause or after 45-year-old, ashwagandha will be a very good one to get a smooth menopause to start with, so the nervous system is not so on the edge, and to reduce the mood swings, and also to reduce this emptiness. Slowly the body doesn't have so many hormones, and the woman has been used all her life to go through hormones, so this void can create lots of anxiety or lots of restlessness. So ashwagandha is a very good one to help. And finally, for the little traumatic injuries, you cut yourself, you burn yourself, you went to the beach and you burnt your skin. There are many different things that we can have also and do spontaneously. To wash a wound. You can wash a wound with salt water, and after you apply the paste of turmeric, and again you wash it with salt water, and it will disinfect the wound. It's antibacterial, and it will also help to create the healing. The neem decoction will allow the wound to dry a little bit, so the crust can be created easier. Then, whenever we have burns or cuts, to help the healing, we can apply the pulp of aloe vera, or if we burn like the first grade of burning, when it's red, we can apply also some coconut oil and some ghee that will cut the burning sensation, especially the coconut oil. Any burns, sunburn, gas burn, but that is of the first grade. So it just creates burning sensation and redness. It's painful, it's red, and it's burning. So you put a little bit of coconut oil or ghee, butter even.
Or ghee. It's not mixed. Yeah.
Oh, why not? Make a cocktail. And aloe vera.
Two good things.
And aloe vera also, it will be good. If it's second grade has blisters. So you can, blisters, burning sensation, and also you can also use it with the blister, but it's better to pop the blister and make the water goes out. If it's possible to cut the skin of the blister, and then you smear ghee or coconut oil or aloe vera. Also, whenever you have stings of bee stings or mosquito bites or whatever, the paste of baking soda also helps to get rid of the itchiness, the redness, or the poison that has been put into the skin. So the paste of baking soda with a little bit of water, or if you have rose water, you can put some rose water and mix the thing, and it will help to get rid of the pain and itchiness. And finally, for sprains and strains, I had to go back to the dictionary to see the difference. So sprains is in the ligament where you do a wrong movement and you turn your ankle, for example. So it's an accident that pulls the ligaments, and it's going to create an edema and redness and pain. Whereas strains is when you use your joints for too long, and eventually the muscles and the tendons become tired and show some inflammation. Tendinitis, for example, could be also the last stage of a strain. But at the beginning, when it's acute, when it just happened, they will have the same thing to do, which is rise. Rest, ice, put some ice pad, and then a good compress to prevent the accumulation of water or the accumulation of blood, and rest. You elevate the part so then the blood can flow nicely.